Today is going to be all about denying mining, but not in the usual way. Rather than killing workers, my entire goal this game is to deny mining without killing workers. This means I'm going to be using drops to scare my opponent into pulling his workers away. I'll be using stasis wards to stun my opponent, and I'll be using force fields to deny my opponent from using his mineral patches. These are going to be the main strategies I'm going to be using today in order to deny mining from my opponents. With the goal, of course, being how low can I get my opponent's income? How low can you go? But rather than moving your butt to the bottom of the nasty dance floor that hasn't been cleaned since 1975, instead we're talking about income in StarCraft 2, which sounds a lot more interesting and enticing to me. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We start against Antis, a 5.8k player, as we still haven't quite recovered from last week, where we dropped, I believe, 85 MMR. Losing 2 games trying to mass Archons, but it happens to the best. A fun episode. And as a commenter said in the comments, as they usually do, he said, "We do not care about you winning, we care about seeing you suffer." And that made me realize how I'm being viewed. I have feelings too, guys, but sometimes it feels like these feelings aren't really being taken into account. All these mean commenters. That's okay. It's okay. Alright, I want to open up with oracles. And once we hit a couple of stasis wards, we're gonna follow it up with, I'm thinking a sentry drop or a Templar drop, but without storming. At least not storming units, or storming right next to the mineral patches, you know? That type of stuff. Pretending like we're just slow with our storms, but in reality we don't want to hit him with our storms. Of course, he's not going to be aware of that at all. We're just going to start, I think. I thought it would be fun if we open with triple oracle, and all we do is we just we just stasis everything. Okay, we just stasis as much as we can. And on top of that, I thought it would be fun to just dive in with adepts into his mineral line, just to force him to run away with his drones. I thought these two things together would just be hilarious, and I'm really looking forward to it. This, by the way, came from a suggestion of a guy who told me, or girl, told me to force field mineral patches to deny mining, and I thought I can one up that. I can just make an entire episode surrounding the idea of denying mining without killing anything, because of course we all want to be peaceful to our opponent. We don't want to be considered the aggressor, except if it's aggressive units. With drones, what have they done wrong? They're the civilians. Look at that. Just walking by. Look, I just want to poke at him, but I don't want to kill them. I just want to deny mining, okay? That is the goal. The goal is to deny mining, not to kill. Please remember. Yeah, come on, buddy. Hello? Okay, so we're gonna try another, another shade into my opponent's mineral line. So I was hoping he might, he might turn that into a spore, but it wasn't the case. Jeez, he already has speed on. It's pretty fast, actually. It actually is pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. Not half bad. Oh, hello, you can kill this. Hello? Hello, good sir. Hello, good sir. So, I wouldn't be completely surprised. Oh. I don't like that, actually. This is not quite how I imagined the start of this game to go. He's gonna try to kill some of these. That shouldn't really work. This is just bad for him. Actually just bad for him. Do I have enough energy? Yep, I have enough energy. I'm gonna put one of these over here, and this one can just straight up fly here. And build one over here. We follow this up with a robo, a forge, and eventually we'll get a Twilight Council as well. Please, please. Quick, quick, quick. Denied some mining at least. Couple of drones. This guy's not gonna be it. It's so tempting to just start attacking him, you know. Did I get supply block here? No, not really. That's fine. That was completely fine. Slightly supply block. You saw my natural wasn't completely mining the entire time. Let's see exactly what we can do here. And this one can go here. No, I cannot do like that. Okay, we can go here. Whoop. 2 more of these. Come on, come on. Oh, that's not gonna be it. Look, I'm just pulling him away. Hey, look at that, buddy. That one's over here, and this one will come over here. Hop! That's one. Hop! That's two. And this one can go back in. Can even go here as well. And right now, we're going into phase number 2, which is going to be even better. This one's gonna go in here. Hop. Phase number 2. Wait, he cleared it? Oh no, got some nice damage down, I have to admit it. We get Templar as well, I think. I'm gonna add a couple of sentries, just to continue deny. Yep, there we go. Continue denying more and more mining, without really doing any damage. Okay, where are you at? Prison? Whoop, whoop, whoop. How many do I have? I have 3 oracles. I'm gonna get... Wait, what's he doing? Like, I can just attack you, huh? What's he doing? What was that? That was very odd. I'm gonna get a second one of these. 4 more sentries. And then we're also gonna start adding a couple of units so we don't completely get owned. We're just gonna queue some things up as well, okay? Let me explain this to you. So I want one here, I want one here. And do I have one left? Yeah, sure, might as well, right?
The enemy has discovered us.
I mean, this is just not working out how I wanted it. This is working out exactly how I wanted it. This one worked out, that one worked out. Not the worst scenario here. Actually doing a lot of damage. I feel like I'm not even catching all the action that I'm putting in myself. What is he doing? Okay, well, this one's gonna deny even more. I think he realizes kind of what's happening, which is dangerous. Because usually once people figure out exactly what's going down, it becomes very tricky for me to do anything. But I think we denied so much mining that we might... What's that? That I might just be so far ahead. I can just move across the map and go kill him, no? Look at that. Oh, well, maybe not quite. But on the other hand, what does he really have? And this was to finish it off. We also want to send this one in. This one is going down here. We continue forcefielding the ramp. This is a very clean game. Just finally, well, do we want... Well, we might as well get them, right? A couple of nice shots on top of this. Hate to see it. Whoop, 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 whoop. And this is looking pretty bad for my opponent here. In that he's not mining a lot. He needs to tap out. GG's. We win the game. And I'm actually kind of curious. I think at times his income actually was really low. Like, the impact of having to constantly pull workers away is actually really painful. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So here you see his income is 1800. I think I hit this one. Now, look at the impact this has, okay? So you see him drop down temporarily to 15, 1600. But even afterwards, he still is kind of far down. And he needed to pull away from here as well. He's down like 200, maybe 150 or so. Then once these come back, well, now he got more drones, so it's once again the same. It's actually really cool how much damage it does. So here we see 2. I think 2 are hitting here. Hop. 1 hits. Okay, 1 hits. It's not bad. It really is not bad. From 16 to 12, it's kind of a big deal. And I think I hit more. Yep. Then he needs to restart them again. He needs to start moving with them. This one goes back in, tries to do damage. This one's gonna go in, try to do damage. Like, you're just constantly going ham. And his income is low. He's constantly pulling away workers. So even though I haven't done a lot of damage, the indirect damage is very big. And that's kind of cool. And then, well, the sentry drops, just a classic at this point already. I really like this. You're gonna go another time. And then another time. And then another time. And I can kind of just incorporate it into a normal game as well. Like, my openers aren't bad. is just I do a nice little trick, and these are my favorite episodes because they usually mean that I don't lose 900 MMR. I usually just gain a little bit or just lose a tiny tad. This is fun. Game number 2. Nice. Ladder seems relatively dead. We got a player called VII. Now, I'm not completely dumb, and I know that means 7, so this probably his age or his IQ. Sometimes both at the same time. So I think we're gonna have an okay time here. Could also be the amount of times he beat me on the ladder and made me cry. That would be less nice. He's a 5.5k player. PvP. We're on a 1-gate expand map, which is fantastic because we can build a 1-gate expand and then we just start building oracles. Now, in PvP, things like sentry drop will be harder, which will make this all the more fun. We're once again gonna start with a couple of oracles to try and deny the mining, and I think we'll be successful with that, as we usually are successful with everything we do here, except last week and the week before that, and 2 weeks before that week. 3 weeks before 2 weeks ago. Perhaps we haven't been the most successful lately. And wait, what's he doing? Are you cannon rushing me? Oi, bruv. What is this garbage? Should I send a second one in? Sometimes, if they make a mistake, you can just get it anyway. Well, not the case here, that's for sure. Not the biggest fan of my position here. Let's see exactly... Like, if he finishes that, he can still build his own nexus on his side of the map. I'm kind of curious what he's doing, though. Should I just scout? Probably should, shouldn't I? Yeah, okay, finish it. I mean, I can't be bothered to attack that thing the entire time through. Sounds like a hassle. He's proxying something, by the way. I'm not sure what he's proxying, but it's not going to work. I know most proxies. I proxied many times in the past myself. I don't say that to brag. He just built a pylon here, and now he's pretending like he didn't just build a pylon there. Like, this is the oldest trick in the book, okay? And I wrote the book. He's merely reading it. Ooh, he's a nexus. He's not actually proxying anything. Well, that changes things a little bit, actually. That's not very good for me. You know what? That's actually not very good for me at all. You know what? That actually kind of sucks. This is the newest edition, which they didn't invite me for to write it. He gets a Stalker first. I actually like this very much. I still think he has some type of proxy though. I don't know why. I just have a good feeling about that. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I could have just killed this, I guess. Well, he sees exactly what tech I have. I'm gonna move across the map. Can I actually... Now the question that is here on my mind is, first of all, why wasn't I mining properly? At least in the gas department. I think I need to cancel my warp gate as well, which is gonna suck. I have a lot of chrono boost, which is good. Means I can chrono blast out a couple of these oracles. And boom. And what do we follow up with? We already have one of these. We'll get a battery, maybe? I do like batteries. And then we follow up with warp gate after all. I mean, we are gonna need our warp gate in order to warp in the sentries that we eventually need. And I think what I'm gonna do, actually, is I'm gonna play Airtles. Wait, is he taking a third base? My brother is on crack, or... Is he actually taking a third base? There's no way. Okay, so this is nice trades for him, because he can just walk back to his dude, you know? The battery. Okay, now what you want to do, whenever you're about to make a move, like this, is you just run up here, and you see I'm stealing his attention away right now. I'm stealing his attention, I'm stealing his attention, I'm stealing his attention. I'm stealing his attention for a little more, now I run away. I'm loving it. It's the McDonald's commercial. We're gonna build one over here. And I want a Void Ray at this point. And now I kinda want a third base. I think I can just get it as well. I don't think anyone can stop me. Okay, so once again, double. Ooh, crappers. I don't actually have a super battery available. So that's one. Hello, my friend. What are we doing? I think we survived. We're gonna go back in again. And as always, we're gonna first make sure that we can trick our opponents a little bit. Yeah, so we're just flying around, flying around, flying around, flying around. I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get killed. Whoop. Do this, do this, do... Oops. Didn't go quite as hot as I was hoping it would go. And then we get a third base. I want to get a forge as well. Why is this thing not dead yet? How long has he been there? A lot of questions being asked at the same time. Get a void ray. I'm just playing Airtos, which is beautiful. It's the lowest skill you can have. Just play Airtos every single game. I want to get a second gateway so we can more rapidly warp in a couple of sentries. What is he doing here exactly? Oi! You can't see my prism actually. It's kind of important. Well, it's not super important. It's just I'd rather have him not see it. And now we go for the double. We go for the double, okay? We're actually gonna go for the double. Couple of cannons up here. One of them up here. We get a +1 attack. Already have that going even. And we get a cannon. Whoop. And then we're gonna warp in 2 more sentries by the time we hit. And we're actually gonna move out with this. Now this looks terrible and it's probably gonna lose us the game. But sometimes in order to win, you first need to lose. Sun Tzu, 2021. So this is big, this is big. Yeah, I'm just pushing in. I'm getting vision, And really, that's the most important thing, is that I'm getting vision. And I'm seeing what my opponent is doing. And I'm just trying to trick my opponent into... Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. This one goes here. You do this.
The threads of fate.
No. No, I didn't want to kill you. I swear, I didn't try. Come on.
The enemy has discovered us.
Got a lot on there at least. Get one of them. This is a tight game. But we did a lot of denial now. A lot of denial of the things. I'm proud of that. I am proud of that. Oh. Yeah, kill that thing, buddy. Like, if he kills that, I have the prism for making me a happy man. Now, what we could do is we could keep everything at home and play like a little bit of a loser. But we're no losers. Well, not yet at least. Still possible, of course. Game is still gonna be long. Whoop. We're just gonna send these back in. That is way cooler. Makes this game a little more enticing and exciting as well. Gonna move over here. We'll see if we can... Yep, we can do this. We can do this. And what else are we looking at? Uh-oh. I think we're looking fine here, guys. I think we're looking fine, and I think this is going to be our second win. Our opponents haven't been the greatest. These guys are not bad, you know? These are GM players. It's always important to mention that this is beating Grandmaster with stupid stuff. This is not beating Uncle Ronnie after he had 17 beers. No. That also would be one hell of a show. You guys haven't met my uncle yet. Especially not after 17 beers. He's not the greatest StarCraft player. Could be a show in the future. Then I definitely need to up the age for my videos, because the explicit content or the language that he uses is not it's not appropriate for this medium. Perhaps not appropriate for any medium. Where are we at? More cannons. And do we want a battery? I think we want a battery, yeah. Take this bad boy. Are we actually winning is now the question that many people will be asking, and I'm not actually sure. I think we're in an okay spot. We're getting a lot of Void Rays. They're going to be really fast soon, which is nice. I have the final... Ooh, wait. Ooh. This is a nice engagement by him. Look at that. Whoop. Whoop. This was nice. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Now, there is one more way, which we haven't really used yet. How can we deny mining without taking out workers, you might ask? And I find that an intense question. Ooh, I think I'm losing, actually. Come on, we need to be in the range of these things. Yep. This was a better fight. And the final way is to kill the base. You're not killing workers, but instead you're gonna be taking out bases. That's a lot of cannons depowered, Kev. No. I think I went a little bit too fast into... Wait, what are these guys doing? Huh? I got a little bit too excited there, I have to admit. Oh, I want to actually super battery that just there. I don't actually have anything available. Let's see what he has over here. This guy is turning into quite the blockbuster, huh? More Void Rays, more Immortals. More Void Rays, more Immortals. More Void Rays, more Immortals. He's taking out the middle base. He's taking out the middle thing. What do we do then? What do we do then? I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. Oh, he's coming. The Saints are coming. I don't think he can fight that. I don't think he can fight this anymore. I think I simply have too many units. We're gonna build... We're gonna build a couple of cannons in the middle as well, though. Just realized that might be a wise play. Okay. Build some batteries on the outside. Uh-oh. I'm not sure if that was the play, my friend. Pull this back. He still got it. Oh, we need to be careful. No, do we need to be careful? Or does he need to be careful? No, we need to be careful, actually. Please. We're gonna get the sentries back home. No, wait. I think we're dead. I think we're actually just dead. Wow. Big props to him, no? Big props to him. He really did do it. Ah, we tried our best, but not good enough. He had 93 workers. What an eco. 9 gateways, yeah. We were close. I think we were winning at certain times. We just were too bad with the movement. At these points, a couple of bad engagements, and bam, just like that, you can be out. He had +2 as well for a long time. That's kind of big. No disruptors either. The sentry's not being home. Oh! What a close game. We had a lot of neat little moves though, huh? Look at this. Even worker count. He's mining 1700 less at this point. That's so sick. I really like this. Okay, we play one more. So we see what the damage is. 52. That's pain. Only lost 2 ranks though, that's fine. We got +7, -52. I didn't finish elementary school, but it sounds about okay. We're about even, I think, at this point. I'm not too worried. Not too worried yet. Yeah, let's just head into game number 3. Playing against Mr. Real, who is a Protoss player that is usually overly aggressive. Now this time the map is romanticized, which is very good for us. And what are we gonna do then? What are we gonna do? I think we just one gate expand. I know he likes to one gate expand, and we actually are gonna end up going into Airtos again. I really think it's the only option in this matchup, because I can't see another option where I can build 4 sentries and a prism and not just straight up die. Perhaps we're going for the final approach here, okay? And then if you remember what I said the final approach was sniping bases. So you have some nasty areas on this map. It's lagging a little bit. It's okay. Like here where I can go in, or over here go in and maybe snipe something. That's gonna be my goal. Okay. So I open up with Stasis wards and then I slowly go into denying bases with Void Rays. This has been one hell of an idea though. I really like this. Just going in, sneaking in, taking things out. That's big. That's what matters. That's what's important. That is what's important. Gonna straight away get a Nexus. Completely fine here. You see that? Actually completely okay. He's not mining a lot of gas, which is interesting. Okay, we see maximum saturation even on minerals, which is very interesting. It means that if he's gonna proxy anything, it's gonna be hard for him to do that. He has 16-3-2. He's not scouting either, I think. Let me count. 16-3-3. This is 23. Yeah, he's not scouting. He's actually not scouting. Unless he got supply block. This is gonna be one heck of a difficult game for him. Is he... I was nexusing now or what? I didn't see anything building yet. Yeah, build a 3rd pylon, buddy. He's still gonna try to get it down. Look at that. He's just waiting for me to leave or something. I'm just gonna move out now. I know he wants to build it rapidly, so we're just gonna block it with a pylon. If you know your opponent wants something really bad, always deny it. Even if you don't quite see the point in it. Which I currently am not. But he definitely wanted that bad, okay? He was looking at that and he was like, alright, I want that. Wait, what is he doing? Wait, what? You know what's sad? That I have no clue what's happening. I actually have no clue what's happening. I'm still gonna open up with a Stasis ward though. Adapt behind this. Do you get a 3rd stalker? No, we can't afford that. Oh, he didn't scout, of course. He just completely forgot to scout. Now, you know what would be the freest of wins here? The freest of free wins? You guys have no clue, obviously. Well, obviously, some of you are real smart. Some real bright cookies in my YouTube comments sometimes, but... If I would actually just use my Oracle to defend at home, this would be a free win. But it also wouldn't be very fun. Now, I'm finally playing against a top opponent, and I want to see if I can beat him with this type of garbage. Like, that's obviously going to be the point of this, no? On the other side, let's see. Does he have his Nexus? Please tell me he's getting a Nexus. Oh, yes, he's getting a Nexus. Oh, yes, he's getting a Nexus. Come here, good sir. Oh, come here, good sir. See? You should be running! See, if I was capable of attacking him here... Okay, this I'm just gonna defend. I have to. It's the law, it's the law. It's actually the law. I lost one. I'm just gonna build another one. GG! We're done. I crown myself triple champion. second place, Dutch Championship, and a participation medal. I'm happy. I'm done. I'm proud of myself. I'm gonna thank everyone for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to the channel. Don't forget to make jokes about my headphone hair. And leave a comment down below. Hit the like and subscribe, all that. Thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye bye.